Tonight from City West Hotel, a celebration of Ireland's business success stories. Drawn from all over the island, the exceptional nominees will be honoured by their peers.
Tonight we celebrate the 15th year of the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year programme, which promotes the best in entrepreneurship across the island of Ireland. The programme aims to build a community of entrepreneurs to do business with each other and above all else create jobs. We hope their stories will inspire the next generation of entrepreneurs.
5 awards will be presented, 1 will be acclaimed above all. It's the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Awards. Your hosts for the evening, Mark Little and Claire Byrne.
Hello and good evening. You're all very welcome to the 2012 Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Awards. Tonight marks our 15th year of celebrating imagination, courage and success in Irish business.
And those 15 years have presented a unique challenge for our country. If we knew back then what we know now, what exactly would we have done or could have done differently? But could we have also imagined the good things the future held as well as the bad? When these awards started back in 1998, a 9-year-old boy called Rory in County Down was hitting his first hole-in-one on the golf course.
And a 12-year-old girl in County Wicklow called Katie was pleading with her dad for her first pair of boxing gloves.
And also a room full of far-sighted people were grasping the potential for peace when they signed the Good Friday Agreement. Tonight, we are also focused on that power of potential.
In a time of adversity, these awards celebrate potential, what people can achieve and what a country might become. And tonight, one of our nominees will become the 2012 Entrepreneur of the Year. For tonight's presentations, we are delighted to have Mike McCurr, Managing Partner of Ernst & Young, and the Minister for European Affairs, Lucinda Creighton. And now it's time to welcome our guest of honour. Will you please be upstanding for the President of Ireland, Michael D. Higgins.
Well, there's certainly no cutbacks in the accolades being handed out this evening. There are awards in 3 categories: emerging, industry and international. And one of these 3 category winners will then be crowned as overall Entrepreneur of the Year and will go forward to represent Ireland at the World Awards.
Now, last year's winners were Niall Norton and Joe Hogan from OpenNet, who carried the torch for Ireland in Monte Carlo, shoulder to shoulder with the world's finest entrepreneurs.
Extraordinarily happy to be here. It's an unbelievable event.
It's a wonderful occasion to represent Ireland as well.
Yeah. Pinching ourselves.
Yeah.
This isn't a holiday, and we've been working, 14-hour days for the last 3 days, networking like crazy. You do a lot of meeting various people, some of the press. For us, countries that we actually want to get into, Mexico, Malaysia, places like that where we want to expand our presence, and that's been very useful. We brought about 1,000 business cards each, and have given away most of them at this stage. So
we've created 75 jobs this year, and it's June. We have 50 more jobs to create on the island of Ireland this year. So we've been telling the story of Ireland as well. We had our best year of export last year. We had the largest year of inward investment into Ireland last year. the world's media needs to hear that. The Chinese media, Jordanian, loads of African and North American newspapers we've been interviewed by, and we've made sure that people have understood that as well.
We've supported this programme for many years now, and we've always felt that it is both a promotion and a celebration of entrepreneurship. It's a real opportunity for us to explain to people Ireland is still very much open for business.
Niall and Joe done an incredible job this week. The judges are speaking very highly of them. There's a great media buzz about OpenNet. Everybody understands the story, their ability to work with companies like AT&T. You know, that's a very difficult task, so it puts OpenNet right in front and centre of everyone's mind.
2012 Ernst & Young World Entrepreneur of the Year is Dr. James Mwangi.
When you hear his story and how he's investing in so many companies in Kenya and throughout Africa, a fantastic winner, a very worthy winner.
Okay, so all the nominees for tonight's awards are making things change, not waiting for things to change. And in that spirit of urgency, let's get on with it. We begin with the innovators in the emerging category.
Niall Harbison heads up Simply Zesty, a cutting-edge marketing agency employing the power of social media to engage modern consumers for brands like Vodafone, Sony and Betfair.
If I was young and I didn't want to leave the country and go and travel or anything like that, I would definitely be taking a chance on a business because the barriers to entry are so low. You don't need a huge amount of cash if it's an internet-based business. The real way that you learn is just by doing. I don't necessarily think in terms of entrepreneurship you're going to learn it all in college or out of a textbook. Just go and do it and fail and learn from those mistakes really, really quickly and go and do it again and do it better then.
Sean Ryan's Aspen Grove is a property software site serving the US from near home in Tralee. As well as property management services, $50 billion worth is sold over the application.
I used to think if ever we had 10 employees it would be huge and that would be kind of the end of it. But you get to that stage and you say, all right, okay, what's the next goal? So you're constantly driving yourself on. We made a decision quite some time back to stay in Kerry. We've seen examples of other companies doing it, so we know we can do it. I'm in Kerry Group, Vexco, huge success stories that can be done in Kerry, so we want to embrace that and carry it forward.
Paul Kenny broke the mould in the Middle East with his daily deal website, Cabone.com. Founded 2 years ago in a place with no tradition of e-commerce, Cabone now has 1.5 million customers.
I think people are very comfortable making excuses. Oh, I can't speak French because I don't have time to learn it. Oh, I can't go to the gym because I'm tired. But when in fact the only thing that's stopping you from actually doing anything is yourself. So what I find is when I make business decisions, I never put my own limitations on it, or what I believe to be the country's limitations or cultural limitations. I think everything is possible, so if you remove yourself and that kind of perceived excuse you have, you can achieve anything.
From Strandhill in Sligo, Mark and Ciara Walton produce organic seaweed cosmetics and spa products that grace the bathroom shelves of the best hotels and homes right around the world.
I think we're the type of personality that really throw ourselves into something. We saw opportunities. We created the products just because we couldn't buy them. Nobody's making organic sea-based cosmetics. So it was like, well, duh, we'll make them ourselves.
Of course, everybody would like to win. I would do a happy dance on stage if I won. It would be amazing, yeah.
So, Ciara Walton, we do have a nominee prepared to dance for us tonight, although it's not the Rose of Tralee.
We'll leave that to Dahi, I think, shall we? Let's meet our next four emerging roses.
The milk from the family farm was the inspiration for Glenillan's award-winning dairy products. Valerie and Alan Kingston's business now employs 30 in West Cork.
We're forever just bouncing things off each other, and neither of us would have taken this path on our own, and it's certainly a team effort.
Of course, we get enjoyment from building a brand and selling food, but it's a big benefit to be able to give a job and to provide employment in a very rural area. You get a great kick out of that and a sense of pride.
Optivia tests drug interactions in the body. It's the brainchild of serial entrepreneur Peter Milner, a practicing cardiologist who has founded and sold 2 other companies, one for over $1 billion.
I did not see myself remaining as a professor of medicine. To me, that was battles within an academic faculty that were every bit the same as the battles that happen in business, but the rewards are much greater in business. And secondly, the ability to make an impact and a difference in people's lives was much greater in business.
Matthew Brown's company offers tailor-made telecoms packages and one-to-one customer service. This year, Connect Telecom is set to record €6 million turnover.
I genuinely enjoy coming to work in the morning. I enjoy facing up to the challenges that the day's going to bring. I enjoy seeing a team and a business develop. I enjoy working with people. I enjoy developing other people within the business. I enjoy just the whole aspect associated with developing the business. So getting up and bouncing into work is it's exciting. It's great.
Ronan O'Brien's CostumeShop.ie ensures there's no need to be left wearing last year's fancy dress. In a testing e-commerce environment, Ronan always has an eye on the competition.
Well, yes, everybody wants to win, but just the partaking, I mean, it's motivation in itself to really ramp up your game. You don't have time to sit and look back and go, oh, pat on the shoulder. It's like, right, you know, there are people that are doing far better than you in the international category, and you only have offices in 2 other countries. You need to get offices in 15 other countries like this fella. It's important to meet these people and say, you thought you were doing okay, this guy is doing a lot better, and how high is high.
There's the man, how high is high, says nominee Ronan O'Brien, from a man who has an alligator answering his phones. Well, to announce the winner in the emerging category, would you please welcome Bobby Kerr, representing News Talk, Glenn Killane of RTE, and John McManus from the Irish Times.
Tonight's emerging entrepreneurs have seen opportunity where others see adversity.
We should all be inspired by their innovation and confidence.
The 2012 Emerging Entrepreneur of the Year is Paul Kenny from Cabane.com.
Paul Kenny is proving that young Irish talent can take on the world. With a background in family business, he is now making his own mark, embracing new technologies and fearlessly disrupting a market with rich potential. This inability to see boundaries is what persuaded the judging panel to choose Paul Kenny as the Emerging Entrepreneur of the Year.
Hey everyone, they said this was heavy. It is heavy. Wow, what a surprise. So this is a big surprise for me, considering the talent that was in the emerging category. So I want to say congratulations to everyone else in the category and that's running in the competition. So congrats everyone. I just want to thank Ernst & Young. This has been an absolutely amazing experience for me. Like, changed the game for me. So I just want to say thanks, Ernst & Young, for that. But a few other small thanks. I want to thank my wife, Yuki, who's sitting there, supported me throughout the roller coaster ride. My parents and my sister for telling me to get out of Ireland at the age of 22. So that was a good move. Thank you. And I also just want to say that the youth of Ireland have a very bright future, and we just need to look after them. My journey, I didn't know what I was going to do when I moved to the Middle East at the age of 22, but somehow it came together. So thanks, everyone. Thank you.
We're going to take a break to let RTE do some business. Then we shall continue with our business, handing out the awards for the industry and international categories.
I will be asking some of our former winners to write a very important letter, not to Santi, but to themselves. Join us after the break.